Alright guys, welcome back to the Upgrade Randomizer Challenge, episode 13. But prior to that, I'm going to go over some things that I briefly talked about yesterday with the new Season 9 DLC vehicles. These are some things that I actually did some research on off stream, and also I collected some information from the SnowRunner community Discord page on the PTS discussion. So all those individuals that have been looking into the game files in depth, and also vehicle models, thank you guys so much for all that information. It really helps me, especially because I'm not super great with looking into files, terrain textures, all that other stuff and all that information. I only know a little bit of stuff how to navigate through those files. So thank you guys on the PTS discussion on the SnowRunner Discord. It is awesome. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually go through and get back in here. I'm on the PTS server. We will start the campaign here in 1 second. I'm actually going to talk about some things that could be good for these vehicles and also some things that could be bad pending changes that are coming to the game, because as we know, the PTS, it's going to change. It always does. From initial start to, when it closes, and even to the start of the actual retail version of the game. So let's take a look first at the Dairy Special 15 Charlie 177. Now, I briefly just breezed through this the other day as like a first look. However, off stream, I went through and looked at some things, game files, and also some things on the PTS. So discussion board. Now, first, we're going to talk about this engine. First off, this is an exclusive engine so far that I know of. It's only exclusive for this vehicle. Now, if Saber doesn't change this, this will be the first time a North American truck gets the largest engine in the game at 270,000 torque. I actually went into the files, looked this up, and confirmed it is 270,000 torque. I'm not sure what the actual values are. Sorry, that's my Discord, because we're going to actually go to Discord in a second. I'm not sure what the engine properties are with damage. It's gonna be that's something I'm gonna have to lean upon some other people to find out that information, but so far it looks like it has a damage capacity of 250, so I don't think it's that great, but it's not that bad either. I'm not sure what the threshold is of becoming a damaged engine. That's something we'll have to figure out as well. What's up, District? Welcome in. No, we're not PTS run. We're actually, I'm going to do a little bit of PTS, just like driving around, and then I'm going to jump back and do my gameplay. Another thing I do want to mention is the properties on this vehicle for its balance. But first, I need to talk about its crane being not a North American crane. I think this is going to change. All these things are kind of subject to change, so I don't think I'm too worried about that. Something I am a little bit concerned about is pending this vehicle's engine does not change and has a 270,000 torque engine. As we know from our Tatcha Force review, when you don't have diff lock and you have all that power, you're going to have power that's going to bleed off to wheels, and other wheels are not going to spin because you don't have your diff lock engaged. This might be a vehicle that shines in low gears, kind of like all the Tatras, because they all have switchable features. As you guys know, you've seen it in the videos, you just bleed power. And this might be a vehicle that might be a little bit more slow paced. It also has a terrible turning radius, as I've heard. Those are all things I need to look at in more detail as well. So that's kind of what I think is going to happen if they do switch this over to a always on diff. This thing might be really good. However, I think something that can get you by, that I think it might have a better performance than the Tatcha Force, is because of its gearbox options being more relaxed. When I mean more relaxed, I mean it's a little bit, the rev caps aren't so restrained with the advanced special gearbox. So essentially, you could get this thing into gear, throw it into high gear, and as you guys know, high gear and auto essentially allows you to turn all your wheels. If you have it in low, you need diff lock to turn all your wheels. So definitely I think the high range gearbox might be an option if this does not change. I will probably run the off-road, just that's how I am. I'm a slow pace guy. So that could be a little bypass, could be a little blessing there if they don't change the diff lock, but that's just my personal opinion there. Now I'm going to go in and 1 second, district, I will get to you. I'm going to go in here and you're going to see different screens pop up. I'm going to try to show you guys some stuff here, so just bear with me. All right, so now, as you can see, I'm playing it in window mode because I want to stream in 1080 and stuff like that, and also play in 1080. Now, here is some collision models for each truck. Now, as you can see, the blue is actually where you actually have collision when you hit something. So, as you can see, for the Zix 566 Alpha, they are pretty good. The clearance looks really good. The lowest part on this vehicle is actually the little step here, so that looks kind of good. This is from the PTS discussion, and as you can see, here's another model. With the collision mesh. So this is going to be where you're going to have issues. If you do have issues, it looks like its clearances are pretty good for a smaller truck, but here's something I wanted to bring to the table here concerning the dairy. Its collision models are like this, and as you can see, these big blue boxes are where it's going to have collision. So while its front approach angle is very steep, and if you draw that down, you almost can see it's going to hit its tire and then bump itself up. Honestly, it doesn't look that way. There's actually hitboxes in here for these stairs. I don't know what these are. You can see the hitbox comes down here for the struts here. I believe those are the struts. So yeah, the axles are gonna strike. Here is the hitbox here. So you don't have a ton of ground clearance actually, even though from the front angle it looks pretty good. This is all from the PTS server, so thank you, McKillum, for sharing that, and other guys as well. These are just some things I wanted to briefly show there. Then next, what I wanted to show is, we're going to talk about weights of these vehicles. So, Zix 566 Alpha is 7.2 tons. It's the same as the Zix 5368, same as the Step 310 Echo. Let's see where its actual weight properties are. So its weight properties are, there's more weight actually in this cabin. I don't know how this is going to act in game opposed to just looking at this model. So like if I'm looking at just at this right now, I'm probably thinking this might be a tippy truck. But from what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing from people that have driven it, they're really liking it. So this could be another, I don't know, could be a tale of, you know, the Step 39331 Pike that has a little bit of weight in its cab but still seems rather stable. So this could be something, but it's not too heavy of a truck here. Probably one of the lighter in this class. Now moving on to the Dairy Special. Gotta go up a little bit, sorry. Moving on to the Dairy Special. Dairy Special, as you can see, weighs the exact same as the Dairy Longhorn 4520 Pacific P16, so it is a super heavy vehicle. If it has, so it's going to gain a lot of traction. I'm not sure how wide its wheels are, if they have any type of special properties with width like the Zix 605R. If they do, it's going to give you better performance off-road. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the properties of this weight distribution as well, and that is my next point here, which is actually looking at the weight distribution. So this is kind of where I was reflecting on my time in the military, actually interacting with these vehicles, loading them on jets. So something that this vehicle has, it is a 25 ton. This is in kilograms, by the way. So you have a lot of mass here in the truck, and then you have a significant amount of mass in the bone cabin. Now, it's not more than the truck weight, I get it, but still, this is kind of how the Tatra Force was, I believe. And while the Tatra Force I still believe is a stable vehicle, there are times where I don't think it's as stable as the Phoenix because of its weight distributions. So here's something that I actually wanted to show you guys. This is where I really start to nerd out here. Now, I'm going to go into some pictures here, and I'm going to show you guys some images. Now, on this picture here, This is loading a vehicle onto the C17. Now, on my video, I mentioned that you could load these side by side. You cannot. This vehicle, the LMTVs can be loaded side by side on a C17 cargo jet. This gentleman is loading this on the ramp center line. Now, these, I'm gonna have to move my cursor here, but right here, you'll see this T mark. That's a little flag, or duct tape. And then you'll see duct tape pieces by each tire. These are called axle weights. Now, this right here, this is where the center of balance is longitudinally on this vehicle. So I'm gonna take my cursor away. You can see it right there. What they do is they put an arrow on either side of that T, and that is where the start of that center of balance lies. So something that's very, very important with moving cargo in the military is, from my experiences, these have to be super precise, because if they're not, and the weight and balance is off on this aircraft when it takes off, it will crash. Weight and balance is very, very huge in aviation. It's different than just hauling on semi-tractors and stuff like that, and on ground hauling. This is air freight. So this stuff has to be extremely precise with weighing, finding the center of balance, and then also sometimes they'll have these, this is actually them loading it on a C-17. I couldn't find any placards on here. Now, this one here is actually where it's interesting. You can see here is the center of balance point on this particular vehicle. Now, this one is a little bit farther back, as you can see, because it has this tank on the back. So that actually has been slid in longitudinally toward the aft of the vehicle. Here's the axle weights here, and then they should be denoted somewhere here. Other things they do when you ship air freight out. This is I forget what tail that's from. What they'll do is they'll put almost like a target on this vehicle, and that'll show you the vertical center of gravity. They do this a lot whenever we haul helicopters, Humvees, stuff like that. So they usually sometimes do this. I haven't seen any pictures on these sites yet, but these are some pictures of them moving HEMTTs onto aircraft. This is actually a C5, or actually not C5, I think it's Antonov, but yeah. So when I found out the center of gravity issues that was in the game files, I'm not with it. Actually, to be quite honest, the center of gravity point, if I go back to my actual, I think -9 in the military, I believe that center of gravity point lies along this fender right here. Because as you know, the engine is here, so that is going to increase your vertical center of gravity upward, right? Because you have weight that's higher, but also the frame of the truck weighs way more than the engine. So I think that vertical center of gravity, if I do remember well, is right around this fender. So that's where I think it lies. However, what the game is suggesting looks like it's a lot higher than that. It looks like it's actually probably here, because the engine is literally sitting here, right up here in the cab. So yeah, those are some things I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. And then yeah, let's see here. Let me go back to the actual game. Close this out. Had to nerd out there for a second. Let's go back to the other scout here, because I want to talk a little bit about this. Now, also, actually I need to go back into this other screen, because we're going to talk about this engine here. Because as you guys know, this does have a brand new engine called the IMZ 6370. Now, from myself looking in the game files, it looks like I mentioned prior to this that I would use this engine if it had better damage properties than the TA240, because as we know, the TA240 only can take 60 damage before it's considered a damaged engine. And this is where we will actually look at some files here. If I can find my spreadsheets, let me actually pull them back up here. All right, so we will pull up the TA240. Sorry, I have multiple things going on here because I have a 1080p image set on my screen for streaming purposes, but my screen is actually 1440, so I'm just moving things around, so I apologize. Stick with me here. Now, this engine is the TA240, as we know, is 185,000 torque. It can take 50% of this value here before it comes damaged, okay? And that is when all these things start to kick in. Your consumption multipliers, losing power, okay? It operates at 60% here, okay? Now, The engine that is currently in this vehicle here, I will show you. It is, here's the IMZ 6370. It is at 190,000 torque. So it's a new engine. It has more power than the TA240, indeed. Okay. However, it only has 90 durability total. I don't know what the percentage is going to be. If they're going to give it a good percentage, like a 70%, even if they do give it a 70%, I think that might drop it sub 60 durability to become damaged. So here's the issue I see with this. I think it's great that you give it 5,000 more power. I don't think it's a huge step, because as you can see, all these engines prior to the TA240 have better damage properties. And then the TA240 is a significant boost in power, but you're trading durability and threshold. Okay, let's go back to the game now. But first, let's go down here. Do I even have this other engine? Oh, here's the Dairies engine right here. The GB8V 3500 Tango. Like I said, it has 270,000 torque, as is in the PTS files. So it's listed to be the #1 engine in the game currently. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully they add these to the Pacific trucks. I don't know. It probably won't happen, but those are just that's just wishful thinking there. All right, back to the game. Now, something that I think that poses an issue with that is people love to go fast on this game, right? And that is cool and all. It's a cool gameplay style if you love going through terrain at a fast pace. I believe phase 8 and even phase 9 is actually going to be more favorable to do that stuff, to fast travel with, you know, trailblazing trucks. However, here's the issue. If you put even the TA240 on here, as I just explained, damage properties, if you damage it enough, it's going to be damaged. Yeah, you're not going to be in a good place. Especially having 150 liters capacity, or I'm not sure what that actually translates to in gallons. So here's another issue we found. With the IMZ 6370, thank you for that follow, Mr. Killy Wiggle. Thank you, appreciate that, man. Welcome in. So with this engine right here, yes, you're going to have 5,000 more torque than the TA240. However, you only have 90 damage tolerance total. TA240 has 120. So if you plan on trailblazing, I'm not sure what the actual percentage value the engine becomes damaged, but if you're flying around the map on this thing and you start colliding into stuff, you're gonna have a pretty rough time unless you can repair yourself and you have setups like that. But that's just my 2 cents. Other than that, I think removing this little kit here might give you a chance to have the crane and the small sideboard bed. Even they might put a low saddle on here. Who knows? That would be kind of cool. But those are just some things that I found and I wanted to just bring to you guys' attention. So hopefully you guys found this enjoyable, and hopefully you guys like this. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Hopefully some things change. Hopefully some things don't. And we'll see how it goes. But for the guys watching on YouTube, stay upright and have a blessed day. We'll talk to you guys later. Okay, now let's get to the stream here. All right, so we're gonna actually get back in. Let me close some windows here. We're gonna get back into our actual playthrough. So District, you said you have to say you're disappointed that they do not do any additional add-ons for these trucks. This Universal makes all these trucks blah. Yeah, you know, I'm not really sure, man. I think actually Frank said the same thing, or Max Power said the same thing concerning that as well. We actually launch SnowRunner. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. Rushing crane on the dairy, yeah. I don't know why that was a thing. It's not even a Russian vehicle. As you can see, the engine even says US Modern, I think. On the file, I'm pretty sure it says US Modern. So I'm just wondering what that's all about. But I think that'll change. I think what's going to happen is, I think the devs pay attention very closely to the PTS discussion, but I think I'm hopeful for some changes. I think with the current hitboxes on the new dairy special, I really, really, really hope they give it an always on diff lock, because it is going to get stuck in some pretty rough spots. Yo, Mr. Killy Wiggles, thank you so much for that subscription, that Prime subscription. Thank you. Welcome in, man. Okay, so this is our playthrough, the Upgrade Randomizer challenge. I am level 5. 78% of Michigan is done. So it's this next level, we will be able to get all-terrain tires on most of our working vehicles. However, we did find this vehicle, so we're in a pretty good spot. But right now I'm going to sell off this trailer. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I have an idea. Yep. Okay. Yep. I got an idea. Really good idea. We're going to go back. We're going to swap out both of these trailers to long log trailers, and I'm going to bring both of these vehicles to Island Lake, picking up long logs along the way. I don't think you can get long logs in Island Lake. Let me actually check this. Turn this off. Let me check this. Pretty sure you can't. Yeah, medium logs only. So this is good, because if I don't do this, I would have to get long logs back in Black River. So that doesn't make sense, traveling all the way to Black River. So we're going to do this. So a little bit of logistics here in the beginning. Man, with some of these upgrades, I wish they would have given me a gearbox. Just give me... The trailers are all reskinned. Are they really? So they're essentially just old trailers that they just put reskins on them. Oh man. Oh, the lacking of add-ons, man. Oh, I got high centered there. I feel like modders do a better job than Saber, especially regarding trailers. Oh, for sure. I'm going to absolutely agree. So I'm actually going to leave a Fleet Star here. And here's the reason why. Actually, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Drummond. No, not Drummond. Island Lake. I know the only issue is this. Is I don't have this opened up. I think out with the old. Yes. So here's the thing. I can't do out with the old, so I can't open up this. I think this warehouse opens up here and allows me to pull metal beams from, and I don't have it. So I need to pull metal beams from here. See, yeah, I gotta pull metal beams from here. So that's what I'm gonna use the Fleet Star for. You know, I took a little drive. I'm gonna scoot in here a little second. I took a drive in the new phase yesterday, just to kind of go around, and I thought it looked great. Honestly, I was really impressed with it. I think the visuals are great. I love the autumn maps, like kind of like Michigan here. I think this is like more like an autumn style map, so it looks like it's gonna be North American truck friendly. I think that's awesome as well. Also, I do think it's a good thing they actually added more working class vehicles instead of scouts. I feel like we've been getting so many scout packs that it's just like, come on. You know, the Land Rover DLC, the Jeep DLC, none of which we actually needed. Like, none of those changed our games. Even the Resvani did not change. It didn't make the game easier. Like, everybody knows that you could use the Yar 87 over the Resvani, and you know, it's not like people are like, hey, I'm going to use the Resvani because it's another 6x6 and it'll beat the Yar. It can't do that now. The Yar is for sure a better scout. Gosh, man, well, I don't know. Lacking in wheels, tires, and add-ons, yeah. I mean, they honestly, they really could make the dairy. They could bring the dairies back to kind of like glory, which they never were really well renowned in SnowRunner, because for the longest time they've been a little bit power starved. They did upgrade the 3194 with, you know, always on features, but you know, it doesn't have a crazy amount of power. Doesn't have great ground clearance either. I really think they could really make some vehicles shine if they make the current dairy special a lot better. Because it's really one-sided right now with with the vehicles in the game. It's super one-sided. But yeah, sorry about that little that tidbit there in the beginning. That's just my just my little nerding out session I had yesterday, and I wanted to just show y'all some things that I found, some things that I think is gonna happen, or some things I'm hopeful of happening, I guess. You know, I think until Saber makes better trailers for us, I know I'm against mods. I really am. This is a modded playthrough because the Upgrade Randomizer and the XP modifier is a mod. I will continue to use these trailers, and I honestly don't care who thinks that is that's cheating. I don't believe it's cheating at all. I'm still pulling the weight. I think it makes my life easier, makes less trips. So I mean, I've played, oh gosh, man, 3,000 hours? 3,000 hours without modded trailers. I've spent enough time with the actual in-game trailers, so Stop. Drummond. Okay, let's go swap these. Oh, you know what I need to do, actually? Now that I remember this? Diff lock. Diff lock has engageable now. We picked this up. So, we have engageable diff lock on our little white western star. It's true, if focus approves it. Okay, that is, we'll just keep that there. Yo, KOs, welcome back. Welcome back, Grocer. So, Grocer, you that gift card went through, okay? I think you said that yesterday. I just want to make sure. Back for your regular dose. You're already addicted. I don't know how long we can keep the frequency, but we'll try to do some stuff. Okay, shoot, I have the Transstar down here. What do I have the Transstar down here for? Okay, I'll just leave him there for now. I don't need him yet. I need a Fleet Star. Have I tried the Realism overhaul mod? No, there was, I forget who was, I think it was Clutch that was telling me about that. I haven't, no. Okay, now the painstaking process of bringing this over. I need this vehicle, actually. You know what, maybe I don't. I'll just leave him here for the time being. I feel like I'm trying to do two things at once right now, and I just need to concentrate on doing one thing at a time. Nice, you got the year 3 pass and the rest of the interesting stuff in year 2. Nice, man. Good. Okay, long logs. Good. Okay, let's see. No. No. Where is it? I think this is it here. Yeah, there we go. Let's get out of here. You skipped racing? You have Forza for that? Totally understood. Understood. Alright, Mr. P16, get out of the way. Alright, cool. Let's go. So, anyone wondering why I'm doing this, why I'm switching out these trailers, I'm going to do timber at arm's reach. Or, here's actually what I'm doing. I'm actually getting materials while I'm transitioning my working trucks to Island Lake. I normally don't ever do Island Lake 4th. It's something I usually do 3rd. And then I move everything to Drummond. Okay, we'll try to get him to the logging camp, get him all loaded up, and then I'll go grab the P16. Get the P16 rolling. But yeah, for anyone who's just stopping in now, when I first started the stream, I did a little bit of an update on some things I found in the game files or some things I learned from the PTS discussion on the SnowRunner official Discord. Those things actually will be in a video. Hopefully I can get it out later today. On some things that I think should happen, some things that I'm hopeful to happen, some interesting things on things I learned about weights, hitboxes, power of the new vehicles that just came out. So just some interesting things just to kind of keep people updated, because I'm not really going to play too much of the PTS. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll pause this and like do a little bit of a drive around. And for those who are questioning buying the next year pass or even the next season pass, maybe I can help you guys out with that. Yeah, but I just know everyone right now that is probably a content creator is overplaying the PTS to unlock vehicles and do reviews, and I just don't think I don't think it's worth it right now. I just don't think so. Things change on the PTS so much, there's no point. And also, if I play the PTS, I'm gonna be, I don't know, kind of ruining it for myself, because then I'll have to play it through twice and I'll know what to do. I don't know. I feel like playing it through the first time and just enjoying the process, you know? Because like creating content is cool and all, right? It's cool to give people information, but like also I gotta enjoy the game too. You know what I mean? Or it just becomes labor. You unlocked Pedro Bait last night, Scotty? Nice, man. Did everything go all right with the gift card for PS4 as well, Scotty? Yeah, I know. I honestly think the base maps of the game are still the best for me. They really are. They're just so good, man. Like, missions are made really well. That's awesome, Scotty. Yep, you're welcome, man. Congrats on winning Grocer and Scotty as well. Good to see you guys here in the stream as well. Okay, old winch. I think one of the first things I'm gonna do is go get this Twinsteer out, recover him. And we'll be using him actually, because he has his max engine actually. That's gonna be a huge help. He also has all-terrain tires as a stock feature. Even though I'm pretty close to having all-terrain tires with all my vehicles right now. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot this part. It's like deceiving, like a little deceiving mud pit. Okay, get a little sip of fuel, and then I'll continue to the gateway, back, grab the P16, bring him this way. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you bought the year 3 Brigadier. Haven't decided your third choice for your mod yet? Nice, man. Nice. Good purchases, by the way. You wonder how many devs are left? You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. There are some rumors that I really can't talk about until I'm told I can talk about. That I've heard through a grapevine, but I gave my word that I would keep it secret, so I have to keep it secret. Yeah, I just can't. I can't say much about it, but I don't know. I don't know what the number is, but I can tell you this. I think Saber is trying a little more, or what I'm told. It's an oversized Kodiak that works much better. Feels like that, right? Yeah, I always felt like it was just a more powerful MH9500 with a little bit better balance. No, I can't break the NDA. Oh man, I wish I had the engine for this thing. Goodness. All-terrain tires are going to change my life on this playthrough. The speed at which I'm going to be able to do things is going to be insane. Much, much faster. I mean, but really though, who really thought that all this could be done with highway tires? It's like, I don't know, I think it's kind of surprising. Like, when I first started this game, there's no way I would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna do this with highway tires. Okay, if I don't have any power to my wheels in the front, then I'll just redirect. Let's go, Kodiak. Let's go. So, what do you have the advantage of being a seasoned player, new guys trying to find? One second, let me get through this and I'll touch base with you on that comment. So what advantage do I have? I think from just being a seasoned player, I understand what I can do and what I can't do a lot in this game. That is essentially what you learn. You like, especially like this with using highway tires. Like back when I was like, you know, sub 100 hours, I would have never thought this could be possible. You know, I remember being stuck with the Fleet Star, literally almost quitting. For those who know my story, like I was if I didn't buy the Paystar, or if I didn't buy the Paystar, and if I didn't buy the Azov 64131, I was quitting. Because it was just that hard. And I felt like I wasn't leveling up fast because I was used to fast-paced games. Yeah, actually that's kind of it. And then, you know, I started watching District play like a reverse hardcore mode. And he was in Yukon, actually, starting in the flooded foothills, using a Paystar. Okay? At like level, I don't think he was like level 2. And I'm looking at this, you know, when I played it, I was looking at him play it, and I'm like, how is he doing this right now? Like, is this even possible? And then, you know, you start like thinking, you're like, hey, maybe I could do this. Honestly, the most important thing is when you have inferior tire set, your most important thing is managing your diff lock. Managing your all-wheel drive and diff lock. That is one of the most important things ever. Like, you guys have seen me crawl through stuff here on this playthrough just with differential locking, and that's it, and just wait on my tires. To a certain extent, right? Just to a certain extent, but managing those things will get you really, really far. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and for those who don't know, like, I watched District when I was about maybe 600 hours. I watched him right when I finished Yukon. Or right when I was at Yukon and finishing Yukon. After I finished Yukon, my game file was corrupted. And I continued watching District, but I was still very young in the game. And, yeah, I think the way District took shortcuts, the way he thought outside of the box, doing things, creating bridges by his own with like materials that you get from crafting and stuff like that was awesome. Just thinking outside the box. I never thought to do those things. I was kind of like a one-track mind. And I think my eyes were opened a little bit more. My Transstar with the logs, yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, I really wish, I mean, if the Transstar had its race suspension and like a let's see, an off-road tire, you would have seen it so much better. It would did a lot better. I am 2 District. I'm happy I didn't give up 2. I was close, man. Like, oh man, you know what? I'm sitting in this truck right now, and I would love for them to put that new engine that's in the Dairy Special in this vehicle right here. I would, oh man. Can you imagine 270,000 torque in the P16? It would be an absolute monster. Timber at arm's reach. I actually want to see how much this is going to get. 1850. Yeah, we're definitely completing this. So I'm doing things a little bit different here. I probably still will go do the tasks and then the contracts, but I'm just setting myself up to, whenever it's time to go to the contracts, this is probably going to be one of the first ones. I just need to open up the map. I tore this place up so well. That's the thing, man. Trust the P16 in heavy mud. Keep its tires straight until you have to turn, and just let it go. Let it turn out. Elite Star. I don't know what I'm going to do with you right now. I'm just going to leave him here for now, actually. Man, has anyone ever fell off this bridge? I really don't think I have, actually. I think I probably came close, like, I don't know, I was like probably taking a drink or something, or scratching my head. Crazy thing is, I think it was in like the 64131 when I first played it. I was like doing something, and I know it drives slow as crap, and I was just like trying to like drive with one hand, either take a drink or something, I forget, and I like almost went over. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for the repositioning and stuff like that. It's just part of the game, man. I really do try to like do some stuff off stream, but I think recently I'm just like, I'll do it when I get back on stream. Whatever. Give me time to kind of like think about what I'm about to do. Something I also was thinking about doing is a kind of like a review on SnowRunner, like just a total game review of like what I think now opposed to what I thought when I first started. You left it go? You left it go downstream until you could get the log. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Man, these little stumps here, they're like all over the place. Okay, here's the other set of long logs. What? Oh, I didn't even see that log. Or that stump. Well, that sucks, dude. There we go. I didn't even see that. Look at how there's like a bush. And there was a bush in front of it. Sneaky saber. Real sneaky like. You know what? I want to take a photo. It's always a beautiful sight to see a P16 pull some logs, right? Let's go. I need to get there. Sweet. Oh, power just not there. But yeah, I think the base game maps are just they're just amazing. They're so well balanced. I don't know. I feel like the developers still had a lot of creativity when making these. Just really well made. Okay, now that these are through, what in the world? Okay. Okay, so here's the issue I have here. Signaled in the mountains. I need to do that with my scout. I actually might do this with the Kodiak. Before I do anything, I'll do this with the Kodiak probably. Yo, Free, thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate it, man. Welcome in. I need to do this log bridge here. That is called Yo, Hardlock, thank you for that follow as well. Bridge the gap. Yeah, I need to get... Do I even have this? I don't think I even have the sawmill active. Let me see. Hold on a second here. You know, I think, man. I think this activates the sawmill. Yeah, I think this activates the sawmill. You decided this map to use 2 trucks in the scout each map. Northport is currently your primary garage for storage. Nice. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think here. Drilling equipment. Okay, that's there. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that's correct. There's beams there. I can use those. I can use those beams on this thing. I can also use... have a semi-trailer here with beams. And I also can use... there's wood here as well, so that's actually probably what we're going to do. But first, I'm actually going to bring both these vehicles down. Bring one over to the trailer store. I'm going to fix this vehicle over here and start using it. How's the stream going today? It's going good, Woo, yeah. Welcome in, man. It's going good. It is going good. Yo, Hardlock, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Glad you have been enjoying the videos. Hopefully I'll put another one out today, which is some of my thoughts on some things with the PTS concerning the vehicles from yesterday. I was looking through them and just kind of like a little follow-up. Okay. Are you gonna pull out of there, my man? Alright, I guess I'm just gonna... Stuck on. Okay, let's go reverse. Much, much better. Much better. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. This might be a long little segment here. The thing is, I need to repurpose P16. So I need to get him... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go P16 right now. I'm going to get over there. I'm actually going to leave this thing off. I'll come back for the Kodiak and bring that myself. I definitely want to unlock the Twinsteer. I want to get that thing up and going. Because I plan on using it. The Tipsteer. I mean, I want to show you guys a video I showed a couple streams ago of a gentleman doing the container delivery with the Twinsteer that rivals some of the best trucks in the game. And I'm talking back before there was an all-wheel drive upgrade. It's quite incredible, actually. And that's why, like I said in my review, in the right hands, the Twinsteer is a wild vehicle. But yes, it can be prone to tipping over. It is still a monster. Actually, I'm going to show you guys a little something here. Let's go to... No. Here it is. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay, hold on a second here. Theater mode. I'm gonna pull this over a little bit. All right, I'm gonna show this. See if I can. What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in, Storm. Good to see you, man. Okay, so check this out. This is the Twinsteer prior to receiving an all-wheel drive upgrade. This is from a guy named Timmy Gunn. He is a friend of the channel. Awesome dude. He stops in sometimes, but haven't seen him in a little bit. Anyways, this is a 2-minute and 14-second container delivery without all-wheel drive. Now, he did this again when he got the all-wheel drive upgrade, and he only beat this time by 2 seconds. So kind of gives you a little bit of a glimpse into how strong this thing is even without all-wheel drive. His best time was 2:20 prior to this. This is just a 2-minute glimpse here. This dude just rocking it. Threads the gap right here, which is super hard to do at speed. Of course you're gonna take damage, and of course. But what's super impressive about the way he drives is you'll see that he almost induces tips so much, but he steers into it, and then I think he just blips the throttle out and allows the truck to like regain balance. Which I'll show you here shortly. I think there's going to be a good example coming up here. Like right there. Really good job retaining balance. He just knows his vehicle so well. Yep, you can see him just tipping back and forth and just steering in and out of it. Continuing around with the Twinsteer is hilarious. Yeah, so right there, he knew how far he could list over on that turn. I think here's the part where he actually, like, right here. See, he almost flipped it, steered into it. He let it roll out. Here, let me go back here on that. So you see right there, he let his wheels roll out. Instead of keeping the turn, he let him roll out, straightened out. Same thing again, straightened out, and put the steer back in. Really, really impressive. Like when people talk about trailblazing, like this is freaking trailblazing. This is like finessing it. Yeah, exactly. This is the Storm. This is finessing it, man. I think I'm pretty good with going at high speed, but I don't think anything like this, like him making some of these decisions to go through these obstacles like this, is just incredible. Like right there, listing over, knowing where he's at and still not tipping over, then threading this needle right here at the end. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, 214. So yeah. Gimme gun, man. Then his best on the container delivery is 212. So yeah, he does really well, guys. Just want to show you all that. Now back to the game. I'll quit talking. Your palms are sweating watching this. Yeah, that is essentially what you can do with the Twinsteer in the right hand. So like when I talked about it on my review, that's really what I meant. Is the Twinsteer strength is really based on its wielder, right? It's like a sword. It's like that one movie, I forget what it was. No, it was what movie is it? It's called, I think it's called like the 13th Warrior or something like that, with Antonio Banderas. The guys, like, they throw him a sword. He's like, I cannot wield this. It's too heavy. He goes, grow stronger. And I just, like, I don't know. I always thought that was funny. Like, well, there you go. Very simple. Yeah, it is. Now it's just a monster of a vehicle with all-wheel drive. Insane, really. I'm gonna repair it here in a second, and to my knowledge, it's like basically bogged down in a hole, right, where it's at. To my knowledge, I'm almost positive that it will just pull right out of that hole as soon as I hit the gas. Put on diff lock and hit the gas. It'll just drive out of it. So we'll test that out here. Max Power did it on our mud running tips video, I believe. So we're gonna try it out. But I hope everyone's doing well today. If you haven't said hello in the chat, hello. Have a wonderful Friday. It's good to see you guys. It's kind of crazy. It's Friday already. I think I woke up today and I was like, is it Thursday? I guess as you get older, time just goes, man. I remember being in high school and thinking like how slow time was. And, you know, other people that were older, they'd be like, hey man, like time flies, you're gonna blink an eye and you're gonna be this old and you're gonna be doing this and this and this. And so they're like, people used to say, just enjoy where you're at now. And I used to be like, ah, shut up, you don't know anything. You know, when you're young and dumb and you think you know everything, someone's trying to give you a little bit of knowledge and you're like, ah, I don't really care. Don't talk to me. And then you wake up one day and yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to pull this. Friday the 13th. Best day to get to level 6 and all the tire upgrades. Hopefully, I don't know, who knows, KOs. And I guess Seppi, that is such a thing. That is literally the saying in basic training. Been there, done that, know all about it. It's crazy, man. Like, I remember being on like ECP duty where you have to like at night, like you're charged with watching the entry of the dorm for like 2 hours at night, and the ECP controller would always assign me like 0 dark 30, and you know we would go to bed. Lights out was like, you know, 8:30 at night, and we would go to bed. I'd have to wake up like right in the middle of the night, you know, right when you're like getting your REM sleep, and I'd have to go, you know, watch the door and stay up because they caught you sleeping. Phew. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But nowadays it's pretty soft, I heard. Nowadays they can't yell at you. You have your cell phone. You get timeout breaks. Stupid stuff, man. But yeah, I definitely remember those days. Yeah, I'm taking this truck over, getting a repair trailer, and I'm going over to the Twinsteer. Yeah, it is a shame. I heard you can't even really yell at people in basic training anymore. I'm just like, what? Are we serious? Like, these are the people that we want to train to be the war fighters of the United States military. We can't yell at them. Are you serious? Like, how? So they can't operate under a stressful condition? Like, when you sign up to go to the military, you sign up to essentially go into stressful situations and still function at a high level. Like, that is essentially what a military member does when you're called to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is, like, it's a pretty known factor. Like, yeah, I mean, when you're not like doing your actual duties and you're doing like stuff at home, shoot, no, I don't want to go that way. You know, you're back at base just doing your like your normal day duties and stuff like that. It's not very stressful because it just seems like work. But yeah, man, I used to be in simulators. Okay, we would have every quarter we would have flight simulators where we would be linked up with the pilots in another simulator. And we would be doing emergency procedures where literally the jet is on fire, like in the simulator. And the simulator instructor is like, he's like intense, probably one of my favorite dudes ever. But he essentially said, like, we make this so hard in the simulator because when it really happens, we want you to be able to have the right actions without freaking out. Like, we can't have freaking out in aviation. Or like whenever stuff hits the fan, like we need action. Yeah, what's up, Gudge Jammer? Welcome in. What is up, Alien Pirate? Welcome in. Good to see you, Chris. Oh my gosh, the Nokia. Man, I remember the Nokia, actually. Definitely remember the Nokia. I had a Nokia brick phone. I think it was a brick. Shoot, I went the wrong way. You know what? No worries. Real dumb move, Nate. That tree is having a heck of a time. What is going on? Yep, that's it right there, Giuseppe. Controlled chaos, man. Like that, it just seems so stupid to me. Like you can't scream at someone who is in the U.S. military. Like, are you kidding me? You can't create a stressful situation. You sign up for that stuff. Like, it's not a job. It's not a desk job. There are desk jobs. But man, it's just very sad. Okay, let's go grab a trailer. A trailer of some sort to get over there to repair this Twinsteer. Because I reckon I'm going to use him. First, I want to fill myself up here. About to be just a regular repair trailer, honestly. Yep, and we're out. I know, I probably could get on the soapbox really and talk about America in general being just straight up softies now. I probably could do it for hours. How did I come up with that? Overpimp? Man, let's see. Appreciate that, Giuseppe. Thank you, man. Thank you for your service too as well. I think you said you were into. How did I come up with the motivation? The idea? I'm gonna be honest, Ober. I went to school right out of high school. And I really didn't know what I was going to do. My mom said, you're going to go to nursing school. So I went to nursing school. And I got into my senior year, and I failed a class. Okay? I failed a class called gerontology. And along with gerontology, you have a clinical where you go to a 12-hour shift once a week, and you go take care of people in like nursing homes. That was part of the class. And my clinicals were great. My clinical instructor said I was wonderful. However, I failed the class by like 3 points. So I took my last test and I brought it to the teacher and I gave her my actual justification on why I chose these answers, and they were all in the book. And they proved me right. And my mother actually went with me. She's a nurse anesthetist and also a dentist. Probably one of the smartest ladies I know. And we sat there in front of this instructor and I went over these questions and found where I justified them in the book. And she looked me in the face and said, I'm not giving these questions to you as correct. And then she stood up and said, good luck with your future, and shook my hand and walked out. And yeah, so essentially I failed out of nursing school. So I failed out of nursing school. the girl that I was dating at the time broke up with me. We were like dating for I think like 6 or 8 years. But at this time, that was right around the time that it was like 2 weeks before I went to the military, so I already decided I was going. And I signed up to go to the military, wanted to do like medical stuff. And they gave me a job as an aviator, as a loadmaster, which was voted one of the best jobs in the military. But it is also one of the most stressful, actually. And I'm a guy that's afraid of heights, deathly afraid of heights. And I didn't tell them that. And the recruiter calls me, I'm at the gym. He goes, "Hey man, we got a job for you." And I was like, "What is it?" I'm literally on the leg extension machine. Like, I literally remember this vividly. He's like, I stopped what I was doing. He's like, you're gonna be a loadmaster. And I was like, really? Like, I was like upset about it. He goes, "Nate, this is a good job. You need to take this." And I was like, okay. At this point, like, I'm a college dropout. I have 130 credit hours in college. And I literally dropped out of college, you know? And I still went to college after I dropped out. I actually tried to get back into the nursing program. And my last straw was I tried to reapply and they denied me. And that's when I decided I was going to the military. And then I went. And that's it, man. I got my 2-year degree in aviation operation in the military, visited 1,800 flight hours, visited 35 countries. I almost stayed in. I wanted to stay in for 20 years, but I couldn't take the politics of it. Yeah, it was just time. And then after that, I went back to school, got my degree in aviation, my 4-year degree with a minor in UAS, which is unmanned aircraft systems. And yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Like, God took a failure and used it for good. And it was like totally a different direction that I wanted it to go. It's just crazy, right? Does not have the status. That's sad, man. I think Germany gets such a bad rap anymore. Okay, Twinsteer is unlocked. We have it. Time to roll, gentlemen. So, Alien, you said when you were in basic, the 80s drill sergeants would assist you to the ground with their fist. You learn quickly to do as we're told. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. All right, here we go. So, this is literally on my mud running tips video. Max Power did this exact same thing. Like, just turn diff lock on, fire it up, and just go. And it'll pull right out of this thing. And we're actually, while we're here, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to head over to this little log station over here and start grabbing these logs. And I'm going to start building these bridges with this Twinsteer. So let's go. Actually, hold up. You know what? I gotta do this, guys. I'm sorry. I could be doing something else and start running around. But if you guys remember, I did pick up this. This was one of the upgrades that I did pick up very early in this randomizer. Yo, Holy Boss Hunter 420, welcome in, man. So this right here, second strongest engine in the game currently. It'll be the third strongest engine if the new truck, which is the Dairy Special, has 270 torque. This will take a step down, actually. So take some sip of this coffee here. Don't have any suspension. It does have all-terrain tires. I'm not degrading these. They're gonna stay there. What comes with the stock, so. But yeah, man, like when I talk to people about things, like I'll straight up tell you guys, like I literally failed a majority of my life at doing things I thought I wanted to do, and it's crazy how the Lord had other plans for me. And they weren't my own. It's crazy, man. It is seriously is insane to think about. Okay, let's go down this way. I'm actually going to... We're going through the swamp. Yep, we're going right through the swamp. Thank you for that that sub with the Prime there, Giuseppe. Appreciate it, man. But it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, man, in one of his speeches, don't be afraid to fail. I think I was deathly afraid. I don't know, it's weird. Failure is a very humbling thing, I think. Yeah, I think it depends, man. I think there's a lot of people that don't, also. There's a lot of people that are just stuck. They're stuck in their failures. And, you know, you are not defined by your mistakes. I think you're more defined on what you do after them. Thank you, Worshel, for that Prime sub as well. Appreciate it, man. Welcome in. Do I use any mods? The only mods I use, GDaddy, is the trailer packs. Hold up a second. I need to check something real quick. Does this have metal beams? No, it doesn't. Okay. Shoot. I don't want to run up there. Okay, I need to just go. There's enough metal beams in Island Lake right now on trailers. I think so. Hold on, let me check. I only use the mods I use currently, GDaddy. Currently, this playthrough is considered a mod. The SnowMixer mod scrambles all the upgrades in the game, so you just get random upgrades from everywhere. And then I use a mod to alter how much experience I get. So I need ×5 the amount of experience to get to the next level. And then also I use 2 trailer packs, the Wholesome and the Pogroms right now. And that's it. But I played essentially 3,000 hours in this game without mods. So, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I need to go get something. Yep, I need to do this. I need to do this. Need to do this. I don't think you can. Here's why, Harlock. Check it out. I don't think you can. This is where you get metal beams, right? This is the warehouse, right? Pretty sure. I think the only place that I can get... Oh shoot, there is metal beams here. Oh, that's right. Ooh, Harlock, good call there, bud. That's good. That is good. I didn't see that. I just saw attention to detail. I guess I don't have it today. The only thing I saw there was wooden planks. And I have metal beams on the semi-trailers, right? That's what I was planning on using. What do I think of the mod Realistic Fuel? I think it's a good mod. I think it's a good mod. Shoot, I don't want to do this. Man, I'm not good at driving the Twinsteer. So I apologize, guys. I know, right? It's a log station. Logic, right? It's funny. So, amazing that we have a big engine on this thing. I'm so happy about that. It's like we've been saved. you thought about trying the highway hauling map? You know who has done the highway hauling map is Alien Pirate. And he's in this chat. He's actually a streamer, but his both of his actual gaming systems got messed up from, I think, electrical surges. I think he was streaming it the other day and it looked good. I did, yes, KOs, I did. I have all of them. I can actually show you. Yep, all of them. Good thing is, I think there's more upgrades in Alaska than that. I think there's 23. So, some good opportunities to get upgrades there. I really doubt we're going to get to level 8 to be able to unlock Out with the Old. So, this campaign might be going to Alaska. Yep, there you go. If you guys haven't checked out Alien Pirate yet, please go check him out. He should be streaming pretty soon after he gets everything ironed out with his systems and stuff like that. Also check out Storm of Iron and District B13. All great SnowRunner developers. I mean, not developers, streamers. It'd be awesome if they were SnowRunner developers. Oh man, it's still a possibility, KOs. Alaska without chain tires is interesting. It's interesting. So Grosser, you play the highway hauling map? It's good. Generous with the trucks, that's good, man. Yeah, this Twinsteer is just cutting through this. I wonder if I can just take it out of diff here. Just leave it in. We'll take it easy. Yeah, they do. The trucks there, they do look like they could be used, or the map does. Yeah, I drove around for probably like. Honestly, it was only about 5 minutes. I didn't really want to spoil it for myself, but I wanted to see what the terrain textures were all about, and I was impressed. The views are great too. It's a good map. It reminds me a little bit of Michigan a little bit because of the autumn feel, but I think it looks great. So I did a test down here through this part that we're going through right now with the grad. I did a grad versus the Tega experiment with both of them in high gear, both of them with the tires that you probably would use, and the Tega would stall right around here in high gear, and the grad would just plow through it with its new engine, not the old engine, the new one. I don't know. The thing is, I only did that test once though, and I didn't replicate it. I didn't feel like, you know, driving both of them down here, making the map reset. But when I did it the first time, I thought it was crazy. The new DLC map, I don't think there's any farming, G-Daddy. I think it's more just firefighting. It is a... That's funny you say that, Pseudo. It is a C130. But the thing is, a C-130 has 4 engines. It's 4 props, I mean. 4 engines, 4 power plants, whatever you want to call it. Not 2, it has 4. But yes, that's essentially what it's supposed to be. I'm not sure if it's like the C-130J, the J model, or the H. I think it's still the H. Depends on the props, what the props look like. If the propellers are still 4, it's going to be the H model. If it's like, I think the props are like, I think they switched them to like I think it's like a constant speed prop, I think, for the new J models, which are really nice. So you can like change the pitch of the propeller, and also I think the J model you can actually back the aircraft under its own power. So the blades will like switch. You know, they can change the pitch of the blade and they can actually reverse the aircraft. That's something the C-17 can do actually. And so what we would do is we'd actually put the ramp down in the back to like coplanar, which is like just level, and we would do backings on every like local training flight we would do. You know, we would go to an airport somewhere, you know, around the Hawaiian Islands, stop, and then I would go to the back, and the pilots would put it in reverse and back up, and I would just give them marshalling on like where to turn, when to stop turning, when to stop, etc. The crazy thing, we actually had to do that with the first time I actually was like marshalling the jet. So I'm on the jet still. I'm just looking out the back. First time I actually did that on a operational mission was when we flew into Nepal. We flew into Nepal to bring in some supplies and some stuff like that for the earthquake relief out there. I think it was in like 2015. And we pulled into this parking spot, and there was no way that you could get out. And they approved us to do a backing because they didn't have a tow to give us a tow to push us out, to do a normal startup like out there like on the ramp. So we had to fire up engines in our parking spot and then do a backing out of there. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was amazing. Really, really fun, actually. Okay. What is this? A fuel carrier? You know what I kind of want to do? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to do this. I don't know. Let me go this way. Hit this fuel carrier. Go up this way. Head over here, probably grab these. I don't even know, honestly. Thinking about grabbing metal beams. Trying to knock out some of these metal beams and then grab things for bridges. But I'm gonna fast track this a little bit. Hope you guys don't mind me using the Twinsteer. I feel like I've struggled a ton right now. I need a little bit of a reprieve. Grab some fuel. Should be good after that. Good thing about Island Lake is there's so many fuel stops that you have. It's unreal, man. And I'll take those points as well. I need all I can get to level up right now. Man, could you imagine me having to do this with the Kodiak right now? This would be a nightmare. Actually, I can't say that. I can't say that. It wouldn't be a nightmare with... It would be slow. But I don't think it would be a nightmare. Yo, Cool Hand Luke, welcome in, man. You love the Twinsteer personally? Yeah, man, I just played a video of someone just making crazy content on the Twinsteer. Doing some crazy things, actually. Crazy driving. Yeah, it'd be more winching. It'd be a lot of me just literally running around in diff lock, winching to everything. And I just think... I think y'all have seen enough of it, honestly. I think I've proved I can do it. I think the worst part about this playthrough was pulling those trailers through the swamp in Smithville. And that was just a nightmare. I'm really glad I didn't put that on stream. I feel like people would have left. But yeah, Twinsteer is a great truck. It's seriously really strong. Could you imagine if they put a little crane in the front of this thing? If they did, honestly, if they did, this goes to S tier. This would go to an S tier vehicle. Like immediately, if you put a crane on any end of this vehicle, to be able to like load stuff, or that'll make it so it could like recover smaller vehicles and stuff like that for missions. And yeah, it's like this map was made for the Twinsteer. Yeah, right. It kind of is. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like one of the stronger vehicles in the game is on, you know, some of the first regions, right? Pat 745C, this, you know, if you want to talk about the A&K, that's a really, really solid truck now, especially since they buffed it. Okay, let's see here. Actually, I need to delete these. Okay. Okay, fallen pole. We might go. You know what? We're gonna go like this. Fallen pole, then come back. Oh yeah, Drum 90 always tip. Yes. That is a hard mission to do with this vehicle. That is a really hard mission. You constantly have to have your winch out to your left side on that mission coming out of there. Fixing the crane position on the 5319, yeah, that would be a good thing too. I noticed that as well. I mean, there's sometimes you get stuck in this thing. I mean, it's inevitable. You get stuck in every truck. I think I was actually stuck on a tree or something. Yes, it does have an unfoldable saddle. That would make it S tier as well. If it either had a saddle or if it had a crane. Yes, there is. That's right, District. There is a mod for that. It is way too thirsty, yeah. Yes, that is true. All the trucks that have this engine essentially are thirsty in some regard. Sadly. And the new dairy, I guarantee the new dairy is going to be super thirsty, man. Guarantee it. Yeah, or both, saddle and a crane. There's that trailer that I was going to use, but I need to probably get that out of there at some point. When are they updating the dairy? Which one? Yeah, I think you're right, their district. I think you're right. We'll just take it easy right through here. Power lines. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I'm just gonna spin around right here. Nice. Back it up. Man, takes a while to turn this thing, I'll tell you that much. Actually, you know what? I want to do this. We'll do this. Reverse. Pull. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight through this gap. Why not? Good thing they have a lot of winch points. Okay, back the way we came. Drop off this other one, grab another set, grab 2 logs, or 2 wooden planks for the bridges. You need to start getting them going too. Yeah, right there, nice view of the saddle. You're using the Twinsteer in Black River? Oh man, you're probably crushing it then. You are probably crushing it right now. You know, on my hardcore playthrough, I tipped my BM17 here. No, it wasn't the BM17. I think it was something else. I forget what it was. Yo, Brayden, what's up, man? Welcome in. You know, the crazy thing is, I thought they would have brought out like the 4900 XD. I think that's it. The Twinsteer or the Western Star. It's another off-road, another like big, heavy-duty, all-wheel drive Western Star. I didn't expect them to actually bring out the other trucks they brought out, but it is what it is. What's up, Glizzy? Welcome in, man. Welcome in, man. Thank you for stopping in. First time. Nice. It's going good. We're just we just unlocked the Twinsteer. The randomizer did give us the upgraded engine for the Twinsteer, so I equipped that. Fortunately, it does have all-terrain tires on it. I'm still only level 5. So, I'm sure you guys know the challenge. If you don't know the challenge, you can hit !rules, and you'll see what this current challenge is on this playthrough. But let me know if I need to explain anything. I will be happy to do so. My wife came in because our parents, her parents came in, so my father and mother-in-law came in, and they left this morning at like 6 a.m. to drive to New York to see her brother, and we made like 2 pots of coffee, and the second pot I left my coffee cup with my coffee in it before I went back to bed this morning, because we woke up at like 5 to kind of like say goodbye to them and stuff. And I guess she poured it out. And I was like, why did you pour out my coffee? She was like, give me a break. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is probably going to be for Bridge the Gap here. I don't know if I can... I'm just going to go around anyways. I need to find fuel though. So we'll actually come down this way again. To catch up with chat here. Power and internet was out during the giveaway. Must have been a sign from God. Just wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry to see your internet was out, man. Sorry you missed it. It was a really good stream. I'm glad it went as it was. It was good. I'm sorry you couldn't be there to throw in a ballot there. Maybe next time. If I ever do one again, who knows, I might. That might be something I do in the future sometime. There. There. There, there. And then I'll probably go do Bridge the Gap. After that, I probably need to go back up there. So the rule is no mud tires, but there's any non-all-wheel drive. Yes, grosser. So here's the thing. There's no tire restrictions on vehicles that do not have all-wheel drive and diff lock. So that means all my highway trucks, actually not all my highway trucks, only the Ford CLT 9000 and the Transstar can get off-road tires. The Twinsteer can have OHDs. Because it can equip them. I probably will in the future, honestly. I think I will. I think I'll still do a giveaway in the future sometime. I'm just not sure when. Non-standard stock tires. Yeah, let me think on that one, KOs. Yeah, let me think on that. Any usable mods? What do you mean? Oh, you mean usable upgrades? Well, the Twinsteer that we have right now has its max engine, so no all-wheel drives. Have not found another all-wheel drive. I did find a differential locking for the 4964, the White Western Star, so it has a diff lock now, which is good. That's really powerful, but it doesn't give me a lot of help right now. Which it's fine because, as you guys can see, I'm cutting through this right now. Not really too concerned. It is better than nothing, yeah, it is. The only thing with the White Western Star, it's extremely dependent on upgrades. Extremely dependent. You know, you have 43-inch tires until you get the race suspension. You have your engine is not really that powerful until you get its bigger engine. And even so, its bigger engine still doesn't give it a ton of power, just because the White Western, I think, weighs the most in the heavy duty class. So, but it's still a good truck. It's still definitely good. I used it. Actually, I used it on Phase 8 quite a bit, and I thought it did well. Have I checked out the new Ontario map? Yes, I did. I actually drove around there a little bit for about 5 minutes yesterday. And I also have checked out the trucks, and then at the beginning of the stream, I did a little segment on things I found out through the game files and also through the PTS discussion board on the SnowRunner official Discord. So there's a lot of folks that do a lot of research into the PTS and discuss things and stuff like that. And there was a lot of findings that I found. So I'm actually going to make that into a video, and I'm going to try to post that maybe later today if I can. So I just need to basically cut that file up and then put that in there. And also I added some things in there that my thoughts on some things that I saw, I guess. So I won't spoil it. You did find the A&K and the upgrades? Nice. The A&K is a really good truck. I would probably lean toward using the Civilian more, just because, well, the Civilian can just do more things, right? Man, this thing chews through some fuel. This is why, honestly, when I was talking about my hardcore playthrough, which I'm gonna have to get back to at some point, because I do genuinely think that's a good, I don't want to say it's a good challenge, it's just a good way to see if you can make do with money, I guess. I don't find playing hardcore, I don't think hardcore makes you a better player. I think it makes you a better planner. And the only thing I really don't like about hardcore is the fact that whenever you complete a mission or you do anything, you always have to drive back to the garage, or you're paying for that recovery. So, I don't know, challenges like this when I can like just quickly like fast track it, get back to the garage, and then just get back to, you know, on the mission trail. I like, but I'm gonna have to get back to my hardcore setup. But anyways, on my hardcore playthrough, I actually got rid of the Twinsteer. I just knew it wasn't gonna be economical. That is a bridge that I don't know what that's to. We'll figure it out. We're probably have to make this run a lot. I don't think it was a glitch. I think it was just something that wasn't named correctly. I believe it's just going to be a regular 47-inch tire, which actually is a really big tire for a smaller truck like that. Oh, there's no way to, yeah, the repair visual damage, yeah, that, or when you repair visual damage, it costs so much. That's crazy. Start with a negative bank account? That is interesting. Ooh. I didn't get tough negotiations? What's that? Oh, 2 wooden planks, okay. But yeah, I think all that stuff will be ironed out. I think the devs I think they're aware. They're going to be aware of it. They're going to fix it. There's going to be patch updates for the PTS. I wouldn't get too crazy over all that stuff. Shoot. You know what? Hold on a second here. What am I doing? Power lines. Okay, there's 610. Power is back up thanks to you. Here's a little something for your trouble. Okay, that's a good bit of experience actually. So 1700. Oh, it doesn't let you leave the garage if you're negative? Yeah, I think they're probably a 49. I mean, that's quite incredible actually. If that's the case, that's going to be a huge tire. For a smaller 4x4 like that, I mean, if you compare it to like the other Zix, if you compare it, actually the other Zix has a 47, I believe. Wait, you know, we're gonna see this. I think so. I'm pretty sure. The other Zix has a 47. The 5368, but also you look at the step pike. Let's go off-road. So look at the croc. I mean the crocodile. I mean, sorry. Yeah, the croc. Croc's max tire height is 42, 41 if you want the balloon tire. So, and we all know how good the croc is. It's pretty darn good. So for a 4x4 truck that weighs similar, I guess you would say. Yeah, 47, yeah. So it'll essentially have the same size tire as this Zix. So the Zix trucks might be making a come up, you know what I'm saying? And steer. All garages must be upgraded with money like Maine. They're doing the same. That's actually what is in phase 9. You have to do that in phase 9. The crocodile or the Apache? Personally, I'm a collector of them all, Scotty. I think the crocodile is a really good buy, and I think it's a really good buy for the sole reason. Start tracking. I think it's a really good buy because you know what? I'm gonna go down in here. This actually might be a really stupid thing. The Croc is good because the Croc is really cheap. Yo, Skag, thank you so much for that raid. Appreciate it, man. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream, Skag? Complete this. We have ourselves a bridge. Yo, Ghibli Niblets, thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate it, man. With that new bridge in place, it's running like a well-oiled machine. Haha, get it? Well-oiled. Because we're drilling oil. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I kill me. Anyways, thanks, bud. Yo, thank you for that follow. Sucking, thank you. Thank y'all, appreciate it. Duguk, thank you for that follow as well. Appreciate it, guys. Welcome in, Raiders. Having a little trouble with lag. Oh, okay. Oh, nice, man. Computer upgrades. I'm actually going to try and cut through here. We're going to try to make a play. What upgrades does the crocodile have? The crocodile, I can actually I'll take you into the garage and show you. I think the Croc is one of the better 4x4s off-road class vehicles in the game. Definitely check out my review on that one, Scotty. It's quite amazing. I was a huge skeptic at first, and it's just a really good truck. So it gets the Laz TA240. It's 185,000 torque for a little vehicle like this. High range gearbox, has always on differential locking, always on diff, always on all-wheel drive. You can get race suspension, and then you can get these huge balloon tires, and this basically allows you to be more buoyant on top of mud. So just check out my review. You'll see how crazy I was driving this thing. And as you guys know, I don't drive crazy, but yeah, I literally just held down the gas trigger on this one. Probably the craziest driving I've done on a review. Other than like with vehicles like the Tegas and stuff like that are just super crazy. Also, here's another great thing about the Croc is if you're playing on hardcore, here's a price range. This thing is $16,000. This, if you look at a price range compared to like Scouts, okay, Apache's 42, Loadstar's double that, way more than double that. See what I'm saying? Much better decision just to buy the crocodile, which I think I'm gonna do in my hardcore playthrough. Actually, the truck itself only costs $1. Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Let's jump back in Twinsteer. I need to go get some more wood planks. I need to build, I think it's 2 bridges. Hopefully they're only 2 wooden planks a piece. But we'll see. Oh, there's the drilling equipment. We're going right through this junk. Oh. No worries. The Wolfpack DLC is all-wheel drive, Scotty. So if you look at I actually did a video where I showed you the update on the Wolfpack DLC. They all have all-wheel drive now. Yep, all the Wolfpack DLC trucks have all-wheel drive currently. And the what's it called? The Crocodile can hold 1 piece of cargo. I need 4 planks for the last bridge. You know what? I kind of figured that. I kind of figured. I think it's still pending completion. See, I'll show you. Yep. I need to actually, the lumber mill revival is something I need to actually go do. So maybe what I'll do is I'll complete this one, come back that way, head over to Smithville, grab that trailer up there, pull that down, pull it over to the lumber mill and revive it, and then get the last 2 planks for that bridge in like one go. Come on now. So, we can check. I'll check for you here in a second. Let me crawl out of this little mess I'm in. Alright, so let's check the contracts. I do have a lot of tasks I'm going to need to do, so I'm going to do those too. Hunter Bob's Bridge. Yeah, we know. That has to be done. We'll do that. We'll do that in one go, actually. You know, hold on. I want to see something. The South Bridge here. South Bridge. You know what we might do? I might do the South Bridge. And then might go over to Tough Negotiations. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Anyways, let's go. I'll look at this. So Lumber Mill Revival. I need to do that. The Super Order is locked with the old. This is locked with the old. This is locked with the old. So these 3 I cannot do until I do out with the old. However, I'm only level 5. And I need a lot of experience to get to level 8. To be able to unlock this. Instruments of Development. Lumber Revival. Okay, so cool. So I can actually do this one. And Harbor Delivery. After I do the Lumber Mill Revival. Then we still have to do Timber at Arm's Reach. Which I do have a logging truck with long logs here to deliver the last long logs, and then I'll go get these other ones. So we will definitely go do that. However, I'm gonna go take a pee real quick because I've been drinking coffee like crazy. So y'all hold on a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, grab a drink of water, and we'll get cracking here. Okay, we're back. Scoot in here. It might be lucky to get to level 6 before Alaska. I think you're right there, Chaos. I think you're right. Okay. So World, you said you kind of love the Apache, but its vanilla form useless. Cannot be addressed without mods. Top engine. No trailers. There's some issues with the Apache for sure, but it still has better mud performance than the Res Bonnie. Still does better in deep mud. Okay, let's do this. I think now I'm kind of wondering if I should just head back. I don't know if I should even be here. Let me see if I can do something else real quick while I'm out here. I actually might get this up and running first, and then it'll be easier to deliver cargo to these bridges. Let's see if I have anything to do. I'll do that with the scout. I'll do that when I have the negotiations, actually. I could do this, but I might just come right back down. Rusty Legacy. No. No. It's pretty much all dependent on the lumber mill. So you know what? We're actually going to go back down. We're going to go back down and might have to grab a sip of fuel here, and then we're gonna go bring that trailer. There's no reason for me to do this when I can just get wood at an easier spot, and yeah. Good looking out KOs on that, by the way. Good insight. That's why I got you guys here, chat. That's why I got you guys. Is looking at things from a different angle. So the thing is, I wouldn't say don't get the Resvani. I think this. I think if you're okay with collecting trucks, I think the Resvani is a good purchase. For me, and the nature of what I use it for, and like reviewing and such, like it made sense. If you do not like vehicles or scouts that cannot use trailers, it's probably not going to be a scout for you. I think it drives extremely well. I think it has good balance to it. It's very economical. Thing is, yeah, it's really going to be up to you. I think just based upon the knowledge, with that knowledge, I think it's pretty much up to the player whether or not they want to use it. Resvani's quick, man. It's quick to go through terrain and like lighter terrain. And honestly, I used it and it did pretty good, but I don't know. I don't think we needed it in the game. I really don't. So Brayden, I noticed that you left the comment. You liked my old videos where I had intros. Interesting. The gore reminds you of an old VW Beetle? Yeah. The Gore by 4 is pretty wild too. Scout 800, Warshall, nice. And Apache. Both modded though, okay. Okay, let's just go get this. This curtain side trailer is right outside the gateway to Smithville. Should be a pretty easy job here. Man, if this thing could attach a hitch trailer on it too, could you imagine that? So Braden, what did you like most? What made you say that? Did you like the videos that I did with the intro where I was actually sitting in front of the camera? Yeah, I think so, Ghibli. I think it's that hurts not to be able to tow those trailers, man. Yeah. I knew the thing is whenever I looked at those vehicles, I knew that people would not like them because of that fact. It's more human-like. Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I just don't have a good... I'm like sitting in my office right now is kind of like in my guest bedroom. And I don't have the same setup as I used to because I haven't finished my basement yet. I was actually going to work on my office that was going to be in my finished basement, but that kind of got put on pause, so I was going to bring back streams where I actually am on camera a little bit, but genuinely, I don't know. I don't really like being on camera that much anymore. Another thing is it added a layer to my videos that really wasn't needed, because when you look at the actual the analytics, people just skip the intro. On every one of those videos, when I go back and look at them, people just skip right to the good stuff, the information. So that's kind of why I dropped that stuff off. It was like, you know, not many people really like it. Another thing is, I think there's other YouTubers that do that. They do like the annoying, like they scream at the beginning, like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back in." You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not my intent. I do not want to be like a hype. Just like, "Hey guys, welcome back in. We're gonna do this." I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. This is a chill game. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to get loud. I mean, there's been some times where I got pretty hyped, but those levels were like a 3. Oh gosh, can I even fit through this rock? Oh yeah, we're good. We are good to go. Hey, Mr. Curtainside. He is coming for you. Yo, Bonsai Jack, welcome in, man. Good to see you. We will miss the tape, though. That's funny. Yeah, you know, there was actually when I stopped doing that, I think my first video when I stopped doing that might have been the F750 or the Tatra Phoenix was when I moved over to just doing a quick intro and then jumping right into it. Oh shoot. You know what? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm in a terrible, terrible spot. Oh, nice. Did you say, Bonsai, you just bought this game? The exclamation of roll the tape was pretty personal. Yeah. I totally get it. Honestly, for me, it got to the point where, like, recording that just became cumbersome. Do you know what I'm saying? It became cumbersome to the point where it's like, do I really need this in the video? Like, I don't know if a lot of people come here to see me on camera. I think people come here to want to see information about this truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give them the information. I mean, I remember spending like a lot of time, because I mean, I used to be super nervous to get in front of the camera. Back then, like, I was super nervous. I would do multiple takes just to get it right. It was like, do I really want to do this? I mean, now I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just different now. But yeah, there was a comment actually that made a lot of sense. He said, well, in the intro you say without further ado, yet you have an ado, which is the next part, which is like essentially like the background and stuff like that of the vehicle before I actually go in to start talking about the pros and cons. And I was like, you know what? He's right. Okay, we're gonna take the route around here. You could feel the enthusiasm drop and the tape enthusiasm before I stopped. Oh, that's funny. I mean, like, also, like, I think a series I dropped off, which some people have asked me to bring back, it's the Route Runner series, and I don't know, that series took more energy than anything, man. That took a lot of homework to make, you know, all the year one maps and routes for them. And the thing is, like, those reviews, those map reviews, they really didn't do that well, to be quite honest. They didn't really. Not a lot of people really used them. I think the one that got used the most was probably Amore, which, yeah, Amore is Amore. So, but yeah, they did the worst, I think, for analytics out of all my videos. So I just thought to myself, I was like, why put in all this work, make these intros with my face on screen, do all this homework driving around maps, you know, if not a lot of people really care about it, you know. I think it did help out a lot of people, because, you know, a lot of people did say that. Yo, Sean Edmonds, thank you for that subscription on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, on the replay, thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll make you guys a promise. How about this? if I ever get to the point where I can stream and make videos for a living, I'll bring back roll the tape. I'll bring it back for streams. How about that? Or I'll bring it back for some videos. Okay, so we're gonna bring this here. But I know for a fact, I'm making you guys a wager that I know is not gonna probably ever happen, no. Stage complete. Okay, concrete blocks, metal beams. Really? Alright, so... There's block. Wait, I think they're here. No, they're not. I think the blocks are here. Yep. That checks. Okay. Now, since with that knowledge, we're gonna bring the old Mr. Kodiak. So, this is in support of 2 missions right now. Timber at Arm's Reach and reviving the lumber mill. So I'll drop these off. Go take this trailer over to the store, sell it, pick up the other trailer. Yep, KOs, I saw that. That's actually what I'm going to get. Yep, the one in the right, the bottom right corner I'm going to get right now. This might be a little bit longer of a process. Oh, no worries, man. I kind of figured that, actually. But you've already helped me out so much already in this dream, man. That was a good call earlier on reviving the lumber mill instead of just going back and forth. Man, that's the thing. Like, you can play this game a ton and still forget stuff. As I do. I still forget a lot of things about it. So what about the tire tier list? Give us some sugar? I'm gonna think about it, man. I'm gonna think about it. Let me, how about this? When phase... Well, let's see, when phase 9 drops, and those new vehicles that have those custom tires, whenever we find out the true values of those, I'll see what we got. My paint color tier list? Oh gosh. That's hilarious. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of my favorite patterns in this game. One of my favorites. Okay, Ober, thanks for stopping in, man. The Tatron is out of the question. Ooh. Dang, the Tatron's paint is pretty legit. The Tatron's tires, I mean, the Tatron's tires essentially take the cake. The only thing the Tatron's tires is, the only things that kind of, I think, are, I don't want to say they're not bad at any form, but I think tire width is huge, especially for buoyancy. I think people really place a lot of value in being able to sit on top of mud and just go through it. That's why people are like insane about having like those big balloon tires. The moose for the Dairy Longhorn, actually that one isn't bad. I like that one actually. I think that one was appropriate. Man, this lower side of the map is so much better to drive on. In hindsight, we probably just could have came here first. Unlock the Twinsteer. I mean, honestly, either way. Drummond Island or here. Same difference. So many trailers to sell. It's unreal. Unreal. You have a blue slave, a maroon, a gray, and an orange. Nice. I used to do that actually. I used to have all my trucks white. And then I started like just switching it up. Man, hopefully I can make it there. I know Max Power loves the orange paint, like the orange, just like straight up. He paints all of his trucks orange. I don't know. I think white. I used to do a lot of white and black and gray. They just look sharp. I don't know. What? Okay, nice. Spin this guy around. Head over to the trailer store, because I need to drop this off, pick up that other low saddle that has the materials for the lumber mill revival. Stop by that tanker over there, get a little sip of fuel. Just gotta make it there first. You know, I really don't know how far I would have made it in this this playthrough if I did not get this upgrade for the Kodiak. If I didn't get the all-wheel drive, it would have been pretty rough, I gotta say. Woohoo! Getting squirrely now. The Save the Day paints. I'm gonna have to go check those out. You know what? Hold on. I want to go check those out real quick. I know I have. Oh shit! I don't have those. Wait. Give me a second. Let me fire up my other game on Epic. Not Epic, but Steam. I want to check these out because I didn't really get a good look at these. So I think they're what is it? The Freightliners, and then also the Kodiak. Am I right? That's like not stuff I really pay attention to a lot. Is like paints. And just like that, I get hit with a good serving of FOMO. I do have FOMO. Definitely do. All right, come on. Get to the main screen. Thank you, got it. Good old Belozersk Glades. I think as much as I like this map, these maps, like how they were made, I don't know if I want to play these again. Just because of farming. Farming made this terrible. Seriously terrible. Alright. C70. Oh my gosh, look at this C70. Looks so much different than my other one. Save the day. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I'm about that one. Okay, next one. It's gonna be the HX 520. Where's my HX? There it is. I like the flag better too, Alien. I don't even know how I feel about this. Like, it's like a roll the tape. Like, it's kind of clowning on me right now. Like, here's me right here, and then here's me like trying to do my intro to the video. All right, now M916A1. This one I actually do kind of like, actually. I think this one's okay. I don't have my graphics turned up so like it's not like super crisp. I think this one's okay. I like this one better. Like here's one I don't like at all. Where's it at? Like, where's it at? Come on. Like the Azov one. Like, this one's cool. Actually, I think this one's okay. This one's a pretty decent paint. But this, like, dude, what? Like, you put flowers on this thing? Like, what in the world? Like, dude, this is a trucking game. What are you doing? It has this like ugly brown flowers, daisies. Like what is it? And then even worse. Oh man, I can't wait for the replies on this. When I upload this to YouTube, people are gonna probably just, oh well, I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna unsubscribe. This right here, man, like one of the gnarliest trucks, like aggressive looking, just armored vehicle. Smash Mouth. Like, what is this, dude? A peace sign? Like, get out of here. Get out of here with this. Like, come on, man. That's why I think this is just a better look. The Azov. Storm. It's just like come on, man. Like where's like you're playing a trucking game. Like it's a super masculine game. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh, that was bad. There are some paint jobs I like. I think one of the better paint jobs really is this. This really is an awesome paint job. It's really fitting with how it looks. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I guarantee I'm gonna get some unsubs for that one. We don't like when you talk like that, Nathan. Just play the game, and we don't want to hear your input. Okay, streamer. Enough. All right, let's get back in here and unlock this. The Coco Gators, that's right. The Croco Gators shines upon you. That's right, man. There are some I do like, honestly. There are. I think the M916A1 is the best one in that pack. For sure. The crazy thing is, now looking at those paint jobs, if we would have looked at those paint jobs prior to knowing or getting any snippet of the new phase, you can literally tell it's all about fires. Like there's a guy putting out fires, or it looks like it was either that or he was like, there's like a fire crew on one of them. The other was like, looked like he was either putting out a fire with a hose or he was like shooting a film. The Phoenix on the Western Star is kind of cool. I do like that. I do like the wolf camo too, with like how the moon glows. That's kind of cool. I thought those were cool. But like, what the heck, dude? Like one of the better off-roading trucks in the game, the 5319. It's like a fairy camo? Like what? Like a peace sign? Like a very feminine camo? Like come on, dude. This is that's a military truck. Like clearly. Actually, I do need to go this way. I need to get some gas. Yeah, it's a fire brigade for the M916. It looks great. I need to turn up my graphics so it looks the paint job looks more crisp, but it looks great. I don't know. I'm ex-military guy. I'm too partial. I'm too partial for. So take that stuff with a grain of salt. Wait, they did the SD? Wait, the 114 SD has one. Really? I didn't even see that. I must have passed that one up. Seems to be a Coast Guard. I'm gonna have to look at that because I do like the 114 SD a lot. The digital on the Navistar. Red or black on the dairy. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, am I gonna be able to get through here? Please, man. Please, please, please. Nice. Yeah, like even the Panther on the 4520 looks good. No ping pong or stupid attempts. Try to implement other game content. Yeah. I think like... Okay. Now, I have to retract some things. I thought farming was gonna be good when I first started Season 8. After a few contracts, it got really, really old. And that's when I thought to myself, this shouldn't be that much. I didn't care much for farming. I think firefighting or like supporting, essentially what SnowRunner is, like something really bad happens in an area and then they basically like come to patch it up, to restore civilization. So like with that thought in mind, like I think firefighting seems okay. It just depends on how the mechanics are made. If it's made to be like super tedious like farming, then no, it doesn't need to be in SnowRunner. Okay guys, I'm gonna just give y'all a little warning here. This is probably gonna be a lot of winching. I absolutely guarantee it. Well, maybe not. Of course. So farming isn't nearly as well implemented of the constraints of other vehicles themselves. Yeah, I agree, Storm. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Exactly, man. That's how I felt. It just got it got to be too much, man. You had to do the same grocery run task, the same out in the field task that was repeatable on every single map, and you had to do it one time for the 100%. And then let's not talk about the final mission. I forget what that's even called. I think it's called like bulk loading. 12 potatoes. Oh, Warshore, you finally got that joke? Okay, let's get these back. I need to actually put the actual mission on here. Oh, lumber mill revival. Let's go. Appreciate that, Storm. Thank you, man. So normally I definitely would not use the Kodiak for a low saddle, especially with vanilla trailers. It's not good. But I've been having to do this because the Kodiak's one of my only vehicles with all-wheel drive right now. So oh, come on, dude, really? Just let me through. Thank you. Yep. This is going to be a very, very long... Yeah, you can see it's like picking up the front end, all that jazz. It's great. Love it. Man, it's crazy how much you sink immediately. Let's go, Kodiak. Come on, let's go. Nice. Full lock turn. Full lock. Yes, I could. I could do that, yeah. But I think I left the P16 over at the lumber mill. It should be okay. After I get out of here, this little turn right here, I'm pretty much in the clear. It's just gonna be bothersome with the steering getting like picked up. As you guys can see, it's like hard to steer. Then the frame will catch on the underbelly. It's a good job for the Twinsteer, I know, right? I'll need a little bit of fuel from you, thank you. That's true, KO. That's true. That is true. But the double bridge is gonna be like an instant fix here. My Twinsteer is in place, and as soon as I revive that, I just basically pick them up, drop them off. Okay, I think we're pretty much gonna be good to go here now. Like the detail of this, like look, there's like trash bags, trash cans, which I've flipped my truck over on trash cans before. I ran a trash can over and then it got underneath my truck and then, yeah. That one really got me tilted. I think that was a mission where in Black River where you had to go around back of the house. And I just slammed into the trash cans coming around the corner. Yeah, it wasn't good. This is for the other bridge, I think. Man, you know what the crazy thing is? I've been streaming SnowRunner a lot lately. I think this is what, like 4 days in a row now? Usually it's like once a week, maybe like once every week and a half. Yep, yep, exactly. That's what it is. Riverside Repair. Yep, behind the boatman's house. Yes, exactly what it is. That one is, oh. I remember back when I was using hitch trailers and I tried to get around the back as well. Oh gosh. And then trying to get out of there. Oh my goodness, man. Oh yeah, I definitely know that. What in the world? I remember a glitch back in the day where for Cousin Cletus, your crane, even if you extended it down toward that little barrel in the ocean or in the river or whatever it was, it still wouldn't light up to pick it up. So then I brought over like a big crane because I was like, okay, I can extend this crane like super far down there. And I remember being on top of that rock and like tilting my truck so I can get my boom to like stick farther down, because you can't, there's only a certain amount of like depression you can do with like the large crane. And yeah, still couldn't get it. And then I remember like going and watching someone, and I forget how I got it somehow. That might have been like the day I learned that you could use your mouse with your winch. Was like in Michigan. And I was like, okay, I can use my mouse for this stuff. Game on. Pick up this trailer by the trailer store, deliver this contents, and then we're gonna take it back. 1, 2. Warehouse is now available. The mill is back in action, and we can finally get back to work. You're a godsend. 590 and 4800. Let's see what we got. Not even halfway. Not even halfway. All right. Getting low on fuel here. one bridge. Man, this is another bridge I fell off of. And this one really sucks. Or getting your tire stuck on the outside of this bridge somehow whenever you make these turns or something like that. That sucks too. We got 2 bridges. Alright, looks sturdy as ever. Did a good job today, friend. Real good. Old Hunter Bob will be proud. Sweet. Well, y'all, that is the extent of my time. This is 3 hours. Usually I can't go much more than that. Unless I have like a full day. I have time, but I appreciate y'all coming out. I'm going to upload a video with some information, I guess you call it, like some speculation on what I have for the new vehicles, which we did record in the beginning of this this stream. So hopefully I'll get that up here shortly on the YouTube channel. It might interest you, it might not, who knows, but hopefully with the information, it's actually kind of interesting, exciting, especially knowing that the Dairy Longhorn, or the new Dairy, might have the largest engine in the game. So if that stays, it's going to be super interesting. So anyways, it was good seeing y'all, interacting with y'all today. Hope you guys have a blessed day. And as always, God bless and stay upright.